Hello everyone, my name is Mimi79. Today I've got a guide for whether you should buy Gran Turismo Sport in 2021. So this game released 3 years ago in October 2017. However, it is still £15.99. So about $20 and about 18 euros. So the first thing we're going to get into is the offline aspect of the game. So there's 4 kind of GT leagues you can choose from the beginner league to the endurance league, which is the most difficult. However, there are a lot of kind of cups you can do in the beginner league, and as you kind of go up, there's less and less to choose from. But these can be good fun if you are a beginner, but the better you get, the more you realise that it isn't that challenging. So if you are a new player, these might be a bit of a challenge. However, if you are more experienced at racing games, this kind of section might not be for you. However, as you can just see, there are quite a lot of things to do, and you could also do these as practice if a race comes up or whatever. So if the Group 1 cars come up, you can also do the Group 1 Cup. And also here the endurance races, these are kind of a bit of a gaff. However, the mission challenge is slightly more valuable as you get cars for each kind of stage completed. So as you can see, stage 1 you can get the Group 4 SLS AMG, stage 2 you could get Peugeot RCZ rally car, and then stage 3 you can get a Group 3 BMW, and so on and so forth. And now the circuit experience will help you learn a lot of the tracks in the game. I'm pretty sure a lot of the tracks and track layouts are in the circuit experience, so if you do need to learn a track, if a daily race comes up or something in the sport mode, you could just quickly hop on circuit experience, learn the track, and then maybe it'll give you a better chance in the daily races. So anyway, moving on to the arcade, there's not much you can really do. You can do some time trials, however they are not on a leaderboard like the Formula 1 games or as such, and you can also make your own liveries for your cars. So there's a lot of options you could do. You can add a lot of decals, paint and stuff. And here we are gonna look at the escapes feature, which is pretty immersive because there's a lot of locations to choose from. There's a wide array of places, so you could go from California to Japan to the Cotswolds. There's a lot of things you can do, and you could also discover a lot of liveries and photos on the Discover feature, which you can find on the left hand side just below the mileage exchange. So it is a very useful feature, especially when you just want a livery for your car but you don't really want to go through the hassle of making it yourself. So you could just quickly look on the Discover tab and find a livery that suits you best. So here I'm just going to go through the ways you could look for liveries. So you've got the latest liveries, which is liveries that people have just posted. You've also got the cool selections, which is selected by Gran Turismo and generally involves the newer cars. So maybe it's not the best chance for you to find a livery for, let's say, a Group 3 Porsche or whatever. So this is the lobby feature, which we're now starting to move towards online, and you can find pretty much any race you want. You can also create your own room with your personal settings that you like. It's not as customizable as, say, Assetto Corsa's online races. However, you can still go to a lot of depth with tyre degradation, fuel consumption and that. So now we're going to move on to the sport mode, and as you can see, there are 3 races to choose from in the daily races. So you've got Daily Race A, Daily Race B and Daily Race C. Daily Race A tends to be with road cars, and Daily Race B is often in Group 3 and Group 4. However, road cars will come up from time to time. And then Race C is an endurance style race where race cars are most likely to be chosen, and You will have to make pit stops most of the time, and fuel is also a factor as well. As you can see, there are also FIM Manufacturer Series and Nations Cup Championships which you could compete in. But this is just an example of how good the racing can be in the sport mode. So this was from Daily Race B, I think last week, as of when I'm making this. And if you are a hardcore kind of racing fan, you will really enjoy the online aspect of this game, as you will be able to get very clean races with lots of close battles, and you will also find that a lot of the combinations allow for closer racing, especially with the track layouts in Gran Turismo. They often involve kind of a hard braking zone which will allow you to overtake more easily. However, there is always a downside to an upside, and that is by far the most controversial aspect of this game, the penalty system. So it is very flawed, I will have to admit, and it will ruin the experience if you are a lower rated driver. So this is an example from my Manufacturer Series race. You can see I'm just going to stick to the outside, and here there's the slightest bit of contact, and he is going to pick up a 2-second penalty despite the fact that it didn't affect either of us at all. So that is a pretty ridiculous penalty, and he's going to leave the race. However, my final verdict is that you should buy this game. It is a lot of fun, especially when you have close, clean racing. I suggest that you stay away from the single player because it is pretty unenjoyable. However, if you are getting the game for the online, you are going to have a good experience. So if this did help, you like and subscribe for Gran Turismo Sport and racing content. However, take care everyone, and goodbye.